Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, where we have pointed the finger firmly at Von Karma as being the potential murderer in the DL6 incident, something that I didn't think would be the case. It may well not be the case, we're going to find out. Either way, it's very exciting indeed, so here we go. That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? It's impossible to prove, show evidence. I mean, we're going to have to show evidence. Let's see what we've got first, though. We've got the autopsy report, which is for Robert Hammond's death, so that's not going to be, you know, not going to be, can't think of the word, not going to be useful, I suppose. Pistol bullet from Robert Hammond again, so we've got the gun. Maybe that could be something. Metal detector, parrot, we've got DL6 case file. We've got the photo, and we've got this bullet as well, taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears the clear ballistic markings. So I have a bit of a theory that maybe he swapped the bullets around when we were in the evidence room before, and that's what he was doing there, that he still had the bullet, I guess, that would have hit him, and he was swapping it with the bullet in here to try to, you know, make the bullet from him disappear. So let's show evidence, because what else would we do? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. Okay. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Oh! Okay, this is going to be really tricky. I mean, is it the bullet? I mean, I'm sort of going purely on my theory that he swapped the bullets, which is really the only thing that I can think of at the moment, so let's go for it. What exactly is that? Because we took, Maya took that from him, right? Sorry. Judge, if you would. Right, penalty. Oh, it's not that. Okay, damn. I'm really not sure how I've managed to make it this far. Mr. Wright, please reconsider your evidence. Yes, Your Honour. The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Okay, so it's not that. Alright, we're going to have to think. So the DL6 incident photo, I mean... The photo sort of shows that it went through the window, but he was on the other side of it, right? So there's nothing in the photo that proves he was on the other side of that glass, though, so I don't think it's going to be that. The DL6 case file. Air in the elevator option depleted. Trapped in the elevator. One bullet found in heart. Murder weapon was fired twice. Got away to memory loss after his arrest. Polly Jenkins committed suicide. So I don't think it's anything there. I mean, this is tricky. So where did they say he got shot? Did we? I can't remember what we said about him getting shot now. So, Maya said something about, like, how the bullet have got removed or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. Like, how would he have taken the bullet out? Something along those lines. So, I mean, what? Robert's autopsy report isn't going to be useful. So, I mean, we're literally down to, like, the gun. The parrot's not going to help us, right? The murder weapon, fired 3 times bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. We've got the pistol bullet, but that's from the Robert Hammond case, so that's not going to help us out on DL6. I mean, I suppose the only other possibility is if Maya was saying, how did he get the bullet out, that he didn't get the bullet out? Is that possible, that the bullet's still there? In which case, would the metal detector be there? Like a thing, because it makes a noise when metallic objects are near. So, I mean, if the bullet didn't get removed, which would be a terrible idea, then it would, I suppose, go off if the bullet was still in him, right? That's possible. And it would also kind of make sense why we didn't give the metal detector back to Gumshoe. So actually, let's give it a go. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? He didn't remove it, did he? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Would he not get poisoned from that? Is that a thing? Like, can you leave a bullet in yourself for 15 years or however long it was? I'm pretty sure you can't. Is that possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I mean, the thing is, couldn't he then be like, oh, I had like a shoulder blade replaced by metal, or like, you know, some sort of replacement, shoulder replacement or something. I'm going to run this over you and see what we can find. Oh, he does not like that. ... I refuse. You refuse. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Okay, so my theory on the bullet swapping was wrong, so it's still there. Order, order, order. Because I don't think he's making stuff up this time. He looks generally like he's crapping his pants. Your Honour, the defence requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out of this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Nice! Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh, could you imagine if nothing happens after all this? That'd be a kick in the teeth, wouldn't it? ... Oh, it's beeping. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Wait, how do we know it's the bullet, though? ... Mr. Von Karma? ... You! It was you! ... I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. Oh, he's going to have some explanation, isn't he? However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Oh, come on. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. I mean, you sort of do. It's Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? I mean, there's no way we can prove that, surely. How would we go about proving something like that? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. Oh, because he took it. That's why he took the evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. So he covered himself with that as well. Sneaky guy. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. Right, we've got the bullet, which I guess if we had the bullet from his shoulder extracted, we could match the ballistic information on it, right? What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Okay, so the gun is a thing, but this still bears clear ballistic markings. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Okay. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyse both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma. Jesus. Oh my god, he's like going off on one. Oh my god. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Oh, is that the scream that he kept reflecting back on? Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Ah, look. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a scream, so I was just making random noises. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Oh. Mr. Von Karma. Oh my god, look at him go mad. Only you would dare defy me. So, it was you. You and your father are oh my god, is he like smashing his face on the wall? What the hell is going on? You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you. Look at him, Jesus. Oh my god, the guy has lost the plot. 15 years earlier, wow, okay. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalised. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me, penalised. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. So he just went mad and like pulled the trigger, right? Like because of everything. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. And there we go. That's what happened. Wow, okay. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Wow, I was not expecting it to take this turn. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honour. You were innocent. You are innocent. ... As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honour. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Alright, yes. Confetti, please. Let's go. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait, can't Von Karma get done for murder, though? We've let Edgeworth off, but surely Von Karma goes down, no? Defendant lobby number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. ... So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. ... Right. Yeah? ... I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! Oh my god. It's so out of character, it's genius. ... I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time, you'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey yo! Oh, it's Lotta. Lotta! Yo, we're great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. Oh, Jesus, he's really going for it. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Oh, God. Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Oh, dear. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along too. My treat, pal. Harry. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. ... $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? Did Larry steal the money and cause all of this? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you! Oh my god. What are you so surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. ... Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. We know. I know. Really, Right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death! The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. That's quite cool. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Oh, he's still in detention. So, like, this is the end of the actual, like, original game, right? Now there's, like, an extra case that they've added on. 5:02 AM. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. Okay, we're through to, like 5 AM. I'll tell you what, guys, we are like properly out of time, so we'll continue on with this one and I guess start the next episode in the next one. This was really cool. I didn't expect any of it to go this way. Really like it. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons: Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCon555, Chrissy, Paul James and Zolties, and I'll see you next time.